Sol, you in there? It's been 3 weeks. Where have you been? You've got reviews to do. People are waiting.
I ain't doing this. I ain't doing this. Why the fuck did I even think I could do this? I can't do anything with the Hedgehog and the blue and the quills and the Sonic. If I say anything other than glowing praise about him, his fans will tear me to shreds. No. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing on this earth should be immune to criticism. So I'll do it. I'm going to talk about the Sonic cartoons. And I will make it an event. Yes. And I am going to call it Sol's Sonic-tacular. Hey everybody, Sol here. I have only one rule here. If it's animated, I'll comment on it. And it's true, I was sitting there for like 3 weeks grappling with the idea of reviewing anything Sonic related. Because let's face it, Sonic has a fan base that has some very salty individuals. But I say fuck 'em! Nothing on this earth should be immune to criticism. So, that's what I'm gonna do. For the next 5 weeks, I am going to look at every single Sonic cartoon in existence at the moment. Starting, of course, with its earliest iteration, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is a 2D animated series produced by Deke Animation City that aired in syndication in 1993, running for a total of 65 episodes over 1 season. The cartoon is loosely based on Sega's best-selling Sonic the Hedgehog video game series for the Sega Genesis, specifically Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2. Now, I'm just gonna get this out of the way before I start the actual review, okay? I am not a fan of Sonic. I've never really been a fan of the games, or the comics, or anything like that. Any Sonic-related anything. I don't hate him. You know, I don't have anything against Sonic. I don't hate what he does. Except for this.
Come on, step it up!
Okay, I hate that. I'm not gonna lie, I hate that. But I went into these cartoons and series with an open mind, so I didn't go in expecting to hate them or anything. That's not the way I do this. So, anyway, my opinions and statements are just going to be relating to the content that's presented in the series themselves. Not the games or the comics, anything like that. Okay? Alright. I think that's enough butthurt prevention for now. So let's not waste any more time. Let's dive right into Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Now then, let's get into the plot, shall we? After all, Dictionary.com defines the word plot as the plan, scheme, or main story of a literary or dramatic work as a play, novel, or short story. Knowing that, I can safely say that this cartoon has zero plot. There is no main story, no plan, no anything, really. Well, I mean, okay, the general premise is that this guy here, Dr. Robotnik, wants to take over the planet Mobius, and Sonic, the hip, radical, totally tubular hedgehog, stops Robotnik and his robotic henchmen with various tricks and schemes that honestly probably wouldn't even fool a moldy stick. Judging from that absolutely staggering plot synopsis, I'm sure we're in for a wellspring of meaningful character interactions and insightful character development, and a look into Sonic's inner demons as he tries to maintain a spiritual and physical connection with the slower-paced inhabitants of Mobius. Right?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Told you not to let go. You know, I sure have fun.
So I have plenty of time to zap him with a stopper zapper. You got it now? Oh, I'm sorry, Mama. Here, I'll wipe it up for you.
You two fell asleep after eating all those chili dogs. Yeah, messy, messy, messy.
You beautiful, gorgeous, macho hunk of meanness. In all my travels, I've never found anyone as vile and despicable as you.
Or not. This is gonna be a tough one. Well, I've made it this far, haven't I? It's time to take a look at the characters and see if I can make it through them without wanting to shove a spork through my eardrums. To begin with, we have Sonic! Sonic, hey, everybody look at Sonic! Woo, yeah! Except, no, don't woo, yeah, because this particular Sonic is a cunt. Yes, that's right, he's a cunt. From his cunty blue quills to his cunty red shoes, he's just a massive coat hanger. Oh, and he runs fast, too. That is his whole shtick, after all, that he runs fast. He's no fat plumber Italian stereotype, granted, but he sure can run fast, yes indeed. He's also got a proclivity for chili dogs, which he offhandedly mentions every so often just to remind you of his little character quirk. And when I say every so often, I mean about 3 to 4 times in nearly every tweedle-dicking episode! Then there's Tails, a fox with 2 tails that let him fly for some reason. Seriously, wouldn't his bones get all twisted up and broken? Who hangs out with Sonic and follows him around Mobius. Tails is... I don't know, he's Tails. He's forgettable at the best of times, and just fairly aggravating at the worst. Not much to say, so just move along, watch out for the killer cars. Dr. Robotnik is the villain of questionable ability in this whole debacle. He looks to conquer Mobius because... reasons, I guess. I'm not entirely sure what his motivations for wanting to conquer Mobius are, but let's just assume everybody on Mobius pissed in his cereal one day and he wants revenge. Dr. Robotnik is silly and moronic, always failing to capture that hedgehog, even though Sonic's various disguises and plots are so childish and transparent that even I don't know, a reptilian baby with the head of Morgan Freeman could see through them? I'm sorry, I'm having a little trouble with my hyperbolic similes today, people. You'll have to forgive me. In saying that Robotnik is completely stupid, though, I still must admit that he's a little amusing at times, in the same way King Dedede is amusing in Hoshi no Kabi, aka Kirby Right Back Atcha. But the amusement really does wear thin pretty quick, not gonna lie. Lastly, there's Scratch and Grounder, 2 robots created by Robotnik to help capture and subdue Sonic for a huge reward. However, their complete inability to not fall for Sonic's lame tricks make them probably some of the biggest idiots in cartoon history. I've never seen every animated idiot out there, true, but I'm sure these guys are up there, especially when their voices sound like this.
It's for you, your maliciousness! Fresh off the receiver!
I give it a thumb and 2 fingers. No, 3 thumbs and 4 fingers.
I'm gonna be Dr. Robotnik's Employee of the Month for sure!
I gotta hold the most of me. I just lost my head for a moment.
I guess there's nothing here. That's a first. Okay, well, have a random clip!
Aye, sunshine on my shoulders. Aye, off to the fair I go. Aye, I'm enjoying life now. Aye, refreshing mango drink.
Flawless segue! This series is bringing back some not too distant memories. Memories of a series that I somewhat recently tore to shreds in a fit of manic rage. I don't know if you happen to remember what that series was, but you know, it had the main character farting beams of light. Yep. And just like that series, this series also has absolutely fucking nothing going for it. I seriously cannot even fathom the level of sheer fuckitude this series has. The characters are throat-slittingly irritating beyond all measure, while Sonic does nothing but badly imitate the Looney Tunes and spew horrendous one-liners and chili dog-related garbage. The animation is fucking atrocious, so much so that you can almost smell the desperate sweat and tears of the animators on every passing frame. And before you say to me, "Oh, Sol, you're wrong as usual, animation in 1993 wasn't very good to begin with, so why are you complaining?" First off, shut the fuck up, hypothetical person. And secondly, you know what else came out in 1993? Animaniacs. Yeah. Sure, 1993 was kind of a shit year for animation, but that's not to say that all animation that came out that year was total shite. But every single frame of this cartoon looks like someone vomited on an easel and just worked with what they had. The world has no consistency or logic to it. Shit just happens because why the fuck not? There's not a lick of character development or meaningful interactions throughout the entire series. Those awful, cringy Sonic Says PSA segments that appear at the end that try to pass off Sonic as a role model for children, despite the fact that this blue crack addict is the last person I'd ever want teaching my hypothetical child about things like alcohol abuse, smoking, gun safety, and tumble dryers. I swear though, somebody ought to teach him about tumble dryers. Those tumble dryers will fucking kill you in your sleep if you're not careful, kids. Where was I? Oh, right, the stupid cartoon. You might be saying at this point, "Oi, what's the big fucking deal, bitch? It's just a fun little romp for kids. It's not harmful, it's for children, so stop ragging on it, you big bastard." Well, you're right. The primary audience is children. But here's the thing about that. In the same way that I wouldn't let my hypothetical child watch post-movie SpongeBob for fear of turning their brain into a pile of slag, I would never show them this cartoon because of how obnoxious and insubstantial it is. It's like if you eat an entire pack of unsalted saltine crackers. Sure, they're bland and lifeless, but it's not completely impossible to do so. That is, until you shove 64 more packages in my face and expect me to eat them too. Now, not every cartoon has to be a masterpiece, I know, but this show literally does nothing right and has nothing of value whatsoever. Absolutely fucking nothing. Even if you're the most die-hard Sonic fan, I heartily recommend that you stay away from this bile-colored heap of rodent shit. And once again, for a series like this, I don't have a favorite or least favorite episode, because every single episode of this series does at least one thing that I mentioned above, making it absolutely god-awful. I guess if I had to give an honorable mention, I'd give it to the episode Over the Hill Hero, because a lot of the footage from that episode was used in a lot of YouTube poops that I liked when I was younger, and, you know, those always made me laugh, so I guess maybe I'll give the series that someone else was able to take what existed from it and make it funnier. That's not really praise for the cartoon, but, you know, I'm willing to give it that, I guess. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is something I cannot and would never defend. I've seen some animated shit in my day, and this is right up there. It's among the top pile of shit, I can tell you that for sure. Even if it didn't have Sonic in it, it would be just as rotten to its core. It's just an abhorrent drug trip of a cartoon with the same amount of likelihood of inducing vomiting, and I recommend that you stay as far away from this cartoon as humanly possible. I give Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Zero eyes out of 5. So, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Is it watchable? I think it's safe to say that if you watch this show, your eyeballs may spontaneously try to stab themselves out with safety pins just so they don't have the ability to watch this anymore. Is it enjoyable? Well, if you're the kind of person who's so obsessed with Sonic that, you know, you'd tell me to kill myself just because I don't personally care for Sonic, then yeah, I'd say you might enjoy this. But otherwise, that's a no to the billionth degree. Is it memorable? Well, like I said, a lot of people did use this cartoon for YouTube poops and everything a few years back, but in a general sense, I'd say that most everyone has scoured this show from their memory. And to be perfectly honest, I wish I could be right there with them. But sadly, I just can't do that. Well then, I hope y'all are not too butthurt to join me for the rest of the Sonic cartoons coming in the next 4 weeks. I'm gonna go through each cartoon one by one and see if there's actually a halfway decent Sonic cartoon in existence. And for the sake of my sanity and yours, I certainly hope there is one. Whoops. Shit. So, way to come. Fuck. Want to stay up to date with all the latest EyeofSol news? You can follow me on Twitter as well as on Facebook at twitter.com/EyeofSol299 and facebook.com/EyeofSol. I update them every day, so if you want to check out news on the show as well as updates, just follow the links here. Hey everybody, thanks for watching my review of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I hope you enjoyed it. We got 4 more episodes in Sol's Sonic-tacular, so you're not going to want to miss it. If you could like and share this video, I'd appreciate that, as well as a subscription to my channel, because I always do appreciate that. Or if you want to check out the previous Sol episodes, you can see the annotations playing on the video right now. Or if you want to check out my various social media sites, you can see my links to my Twitch channel, Twitter page, and my Facebook fan page there on the screen for you, as well as in the description. If you have an idea for an animated series or movie you want me to comment on, you can leave me a message in the YouTube comments on any one of my social media sites, or just let me know in any way you can think of to let me know what you want to see, and I will add it to my list. Okay? Thanks again for watching everybody, and I will see you next week for another Sonic cartoon review.